Hello everybody, it is me, Darcy. You can tell it's me, I have a face. And joining me is Kris,
who also
has a face. And I am deeply sorry about that, and I do apologise. You shouldn't have to deal with this. My bad.
I'm not apologising. You can deal with it.
I'm not apologising.
Fuck you.
Do you want to twist that light to face you a little bit more?
Yes.
No one cared. And welcome back to the podcast. The Unnamed Podcast, where we sit here for about a time and generally talk rubbish.
Yes.
We'll start off as we often do. I'm going to say often, I mean always.
Yes.
With some channel news. So, channel news, Kris. This week, what has happened?
Well, we're in the Room 3, the last part of it.
Room 3 came out
today.
Today, which is Wednesday.
Didn't pay
You're
attention.
seeing this Friday.
Oh, yes. We're going to say this every week.
Every
but
time.
anyway.
Every time.
I didn't actually look at what came out on Monday.
What came out on Monday was Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yes, Mario Kart Drink Driving. Watch that. Love it.
That's right.
Love it.
I should have known that one. Lucan mentioned it to me while it was.
Darcy did really well in the first race. Mr. Consistent. Didn't do so well in the second race. Not because of the alcohol.
No, it wasn't. That didn't have time to kick in.
The second lot of races was...
Actually, wasn't the second race just bad for both of us?
No,
Oh, no, sorry. You did well in the second. I went really bad in the second.
First whole Grand Prix, I came second every time.
That's right. Whereas I came first.
The second Grand Prix, now, again, this isn't the alcohol's fault. This was just... At one point, I was just discussing things. The thing with us in Mario Kart is that when we are not playing for the camera, even if I'm fucking super fucking drunk, I still perform relatively well because it's easy.
It's true.
But whenever I'm on the camera, I really get distracted by what I'm saying. So literally in the second set of Mario Kart, it starts off bad. I said something about Peach, who was Rose Gold Peach, Pink Gold Peach is her official title, and that got me on the whole talk about metallurgy.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, Kris is like, I came first, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I came like 7, and it never got better from there.
Nope.
Because I distract myself, but also, as I said to you at the end of that video, I am not playing these games to show how good I am. I am actually trying to be entertaining. So I do take a hit there. Often.
You do.
Often
Whereas,
I take that hit for everyone.
On the upside, we have improved. We did realise we have improved. We never would have done as well.
And then obviously the Room 3 finishing that off. So putting Kris out of his misery after about a year. It has been a long time.
It has.
I get really distracted when putting videos out because I do put out we only put out 2 a week. It's not a massive fluctuation of content.
No.
But for me, I don't deal with 2 videos a week. I'll either deal with 10 or 20 videos a week or none.
Yeah.
So it's I can't really keep track of what is going out when.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yep.
So pretty much all of that's happening, and for ages Kris has been saying to me, are we going to finish the Room 3? I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal, we only put that video out a month ago, and it turned out it had been 6 months, and I was like, okay, well, we should probably finish that video, okay, and then we did, and now we have started filming the Room 4 with me. However, we did start filming that after the Mario Kart, and I'm not going to lie, it was only 2 beers, so I'm pretty good, but I am more chatty and less
less focused?
The filter's broken.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It was
so I'm not sitting there being like, I could say this, but I'm not going to. I'm just saying it.
Yep.
It's just being said. What else have we started filming? We've started filming technically. We've started filming for our Christmas week, which is obviously not this week, not coming week, but the week after.
Yep.
So we the plan is to have 5 videos and the podcast. So that's a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 videos Friday, actually, if we're being, which is a little bit of an undertaking, but at the moment I have time to do that. Unlike Halloween week, where I don't. So Halloween week is holy shit, are these things going to release in time so that we can fucking have time to edit them and all of this kind of shit. Phasmophobia during Halloween week freaks me out because I'm like, we can literally only do it like a couple days before Halloween.
Which is weird, because for some reason on Halloween, they release the update so close to Halloween, but the Christmas one is over a week beforehand.
Because it's technically the holiday one.
Whereas,
like, anything Halloween is like, it's for the one day, whereas like Christmas is like, it's a time of year.
Yeah, true.
Halloween, like,
okay,
I know a lot of people see Halloween as like, oh, Halloween is, you really start getting ready to celebrate Halloween 2 weeks before Halloween. But the actual Halloween thing is like, it is one day, so giving you like a weekend before it or whatever is enough for most people. Whereas with Christmas, it's like, come on, you've seen this. You go shopping, you know that fucking Christmas stuff starts getting put out mid-November. I lie. Mid-September.
It's September.
Halloween shit gets off the shelf and it's like Christmas. And it's like, Christmas is still 2 months away, and they're like, shut your fucking face.
We still get people coming in mid-December going, oh, there's not really much Christmas stuff left. I wonder why. It's like, because we don't want it during Christmas.
She's been sold.
It's been sold. It came in September. It's gone.
The other one I like is Easter. Because Easter is the one where people notice it the most because there's nothing else around it. Like Christmas is like Halloween finishes, they take down all the Halloween stuff, have the big sale, and then about a week later, all the Christmas stuff is out, and they're like, oh, I guess it is almost Christmas. It's still over a month away, but people are like, oh, it's Christmas. With Easter, people are like, oh, all the Christmas stuff is taken down, and then it's like February, and people are like, why is the Easter stuff up? And it's like, we gotta have the Easter stuff ready to go. It's like, Easter's not till April. It's over 2 months away, and they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, no, Easter varies.
It does. It can be at the end of March, but it's usually start of April.
January.
And they're like, oh, no, we've got to have this stuff up, otherwise we'd have empty shelves. Buy Easter stuff. Buy it now.
Yes.
So Christmas week is officially, we will be filming a lot more of that tonight. So things to look forward to for Christmas.
Yes.
Things to look forward to for Christmas we have the Long Dark. That's just me solo. That's going to be like, I'm actually thinking about putting that towards the end because that's a pretty short video. It only goes for about half an hour-ish. I don't know. I was filming for like 50 minutes, but I also left at one point and went and watched TV. I was highly distracted.
Very.
So it's about a half-hour video, probably. But I think it really sums up the disappointment of the new year. Because it ends very abruptly.
I've been told. I haven't seen what's happening. I've got to wait. I say I've got to wait.
I was shocked.
I keep saying I've got to watch certain things because it's been mentioned that it's something funny that's happened. I don't. I haven't gone and watched them.
Yep. Christmas Day. I know last year Christmas Day was, and the day before Christmas, because I think we had a 3-day release window on Christmas.
I believe so.
Was Viscera Cleanup. Well, this year it is going to be a Hitman.
Yes.
So Hitman will be coming out. That one's going to be a little bit special.
Yep.
We're going to have the return of the Boxing Day beatdown.
Yes.
Me and Kris playing arms, punching each other. The idea with that, it could change. We're playing arms again because we like the game. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But, in future years, we could change the Boxing Day beatdown to be almost anything. Street Fighter 6, fucking do it. Mortal Kombat, do it. Me and Kris in a boxing ring with some GoPros strapped to our faces, absolutely.
It'll happen one year.
Freaking just wailing and flailing. That's what we do.
Oh, man.
So Boxing Day beatdown, that will be coming out the day after Christmas.
Yep.
Boxing Day. Then we're going to have some Bread and Fred.
Yep.
Cooperative, though probably not.
Probably me hindering again. I do it.
And then, of course, Christmas Phasmophobia, because nothing is more festive than being chased by Ghost Santa.
Yep. Would you say Ghost Santa or Zombie Santa?
Ghost Santa. Always Ghost Santa.
Okay, fair enough. It's just that it looks a lot like a
zombie Santa would always be visible.
Oh, true, good point.
that's kind of the plan for Christmas week. If it changes, well, fuck. Well, that's a week out. That's literally not next week, but the week after. So we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So other channel news next week. Next week will be the Christmas podcast.
Yes.
Because obviously
it's the closest to Christmas.
It is. The Christmas week podcast is actually going to be the New Year's podcast.
Yes.
So it'll be festive. Chris will be wearing some of those goofy glasses that say 2002. Why 2002? Because that's the one that has the 00 in the middle and is symmetrical, and I like that.
Wait, so where'd we get this idea from?
Fucking, I'm gonna go find a pair of glasses that say 2002.
Apparently I'm wearing.
And next week's podcast, we'll be drinking eggnog.
Okay. I've never had eggnog.
It's just eggs and alcohol, my friend.
I'm aware of what it is, I've just never had it.
It's a drink of champions.
Okay.
Protein for your muscles, alcohol for your liver.
It's not for your liver.
Oh, but it works on your liver.
Oh, it does. Very much so.
Nothing makes a liver stronger than poisoning it. What don't kill you will make you stronger.
Sure.
What else is new?
We have another subscriber.
We do.
We do.
Absolutely.
We're now up to 35. You have another year.
Again, it's working pretty well, isn't it? But no, remember I am immortal, so that number's got to keep ticking up. Oh, actually, no, I've remembered something that I want to put out there to the world right now. We're a long way away from this, but I want it out there so that Kris can come to terms with what is actually going to happen to him. So, you'll know that Kris is the hairy monster, and I am the more refined gentleman. It's true. You know, I know that for, like, up until this morning,
arguably,
I've had more hair than you.
Arguably, your body has, or legs and arms have very similar amount of hair. It's just less noticeable.
No, see, I take care of that. See, that's where the hair stops.
Fair point.
Also, I don't have a hairy chest. Well, I do at the moment, but I'm fixing that. I've ordered my waxing stuff. I've never waxed myself before. I have had someone else wax my chest. I was a hipster when I lived in Sydney.
I've never had.
So anyway, if you're a long-term fan of the channel, you'll be looking. You may be shocked to see me without my trademark classic long hair.
Yeah. It was a shock when I showed up today.
Yes, but he wore it well and didn't do anything about it because he knows that I'm like this.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in like the full hipster, and with my waxing kit coming, I can now just de-chest hair myself, which is what I've been waiting for because it's itchy. It's very itchy. I usually razor it off, and I don't like that. It makes it itchy. I nip myself. Sometimes I forget that nipples are a thing. And you know what really sucks? 100% speed into the nipple and being like, fuck. She's a bleeder. So, anyway, we're taking care of that problem by getting a waxing kit. So, here is my proposal. At 1,000 subscribers. I know we're not there yet, but when we get there, if we do get there, which we want to get there, what we'll do is we'll have a very nice video of me waxing a K into Kris's incredibly hairy chest, and then ripping it off so that he can be a superhero like he's always wanted to. He can be Kris Man, but only when he's not wearing a shirt.
No, you've got to understand, you do that, and then the moment I get home, it's coming off. It is all getting shaved off.
I'm okay with that. I really don't care. It would be hilariously funny though. Just Kris Man standing there in all of his pride. And you know what? He would do it. He's already said yes to so many things that he's gone, in my life I would never do, but for the sake of entertaining the people.
What have I said yes to?
Shaving a mustache?
No, I've never said yes to that.
No, but you have accepted that it is happening.
I have accepted it, but I haven't said yes.
And that is as good as a yes.
It's the only time I'll be clean shaven in the last
7 years.
No, it'd be the last 4, because when I moved into Jordan's place, I thought, you know what, I'm going to shave it off and see what it looks like, and then at that point I decided, never again. Apparently now it's happening again.
Then you're not going to shave it all if you're going to have a mustache.
Oh shit, yeah. And then I'll get home and probably just shave that off.
Nope, we'll go out.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker.
We'll just be 2 boys out there with mustaches.
Picking
up all of the women who make bad life choices. Anyway.
That is true.
Carrying on with that theme of losing hair. As you can see today, I did in fact lose a lot of my hair. Most
Yes.
even. It was really funny. I got up out of the chair at the hairdresser's and it was just like a pile. But yeah, so I went in. My hairdresser saw me and she was like, "Oh, it's grown." Because obviously, last time I got my haircut, it was about this short, but with the undercut.
Yes.
So I had a little bit more on top. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's what happens when it's been 2 years since I got my last haircut." And she went, "Holy shit, it has been." I went, "Yeah, well, I was like, I had a snow trip planned, so I thought I'd just let it grow so I could look like a stoner out there on the slopes." And she's like, "Oh, excellent." And I was like, "Yeah." And then that happened, and I got back and wasn't in the snow anymore, and I was really hot, and I was like, I gotta get my hair cut. And I just never had time. Like, so yeah, it's been over 2 years since my last haircut. She was like, "Excellent." And then we cut it up, and lots of hair everywhere. And she went, "Okay, so I'll see you later." I'm like, "Yeah, probably in about 2 years again." Who knows? Maybe I'll keep this hairstyle for a little longer than I usually do, which is usually about the time it takes to grow.
So yeah, so you'll get a haircut slightly more often.
Maybe.
Maybe. Unlike me, who gets it done every 6 to 8 weeks.
Biannually. Once every 2 years.
Right.
Biannually could also be twice a year, but in this biannually, it's
Every 2 years.
once every 2 years.
Yeah, whereas mine is, as I said, mine gets annoying after about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Sometimes
no.
I'll push it out to 8, but I get it done.
Well, and mine is currently, you can't really tell on the video, which I'm very happy about, but it is actually a little bit poofy.
It is a bit.
And the reason is because, and I was told this a very long time ago, specifically when I was graduating high school, because I'd had long hair through most of my upper high school, and they were like, "Okay, for graduation and everything," they're like, "You're cutting your hair short." And I was like, yep. And my hair was like, "Okay, come and see me a week before the day."
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, and I was like, "Oh, but then it'll have time." And she's like, "It won't grow much." And she's like, "And the day of, we can do some fine adjustments." She's like, "But you need about 3 to 4 days." She's like, "Your hair is so used to being pulled down by gravity because it's had so much weight that when you cut it, it'll spring up and it will just stay like that."
Yep.
And it's like, you will not be able to do anything with it. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so that happened. And I actually don't have the picture on me at the moment, but usually there's a picture right here of me looking, dapper as fuck. Well, I could look dapper as fuck right now.
Yeah.
If I just went and put on a nice button-up shirt, nice pair of jeans, and my white shoes. These shoes aren't very white.
Yeah.
That's the base of them.
It is. I'm seeing the
They-
top of them. It's not very white.
That is the base of my shoe. It was never white.
No, never.
Blue and red, I believe.
Oh.
But yeah, my white shoes, because like I pull that off when I look like a fucking transient bum. People go like, "Oh wow, you clean up nice." It's like, yes, I'm a very handsome man. Hey Kris, don't be bitter.
What? Why would I be bitter?
Just because you fell out of the ugly tree and smacked your face on every branch on the way down.
Haha.
No, he's not that bad looking.
Sometimes.
He just doesn't wear it as nicely as I do. Smugness. I'm very good at it. Hey, Martin. As Jeff Winger once said, community.
Yes.
We can say how good other people are, but if we use that same level of generosity to compliment ourselves, people look at you and go, "You're conceited."
That is true.
Might be true. You might be conceited, but we'd have a lot less problems with this world if people could actually look at themselves and say, "You know what? I am actually pretty good. I'm a fucking hero."
It's true.
A lot of people could learn from me. Be kind to yourself.
Not always.
Be kind. Jordan.
But
could.
don't always learn.
No, learn from me.
Sometimes
I'm
it's
the
not
greatest.
good. Shit.
I'm just saying, like, if more people looked at themselves in the mirror and said, "You know what? I'm fucking awesome."
Okay.
Some problems would be solved. Some people don't. Some people don't. Like Donald Trump could do that a lot less. That would be good.
Yeah.
Anthony Albanese could definitely avoid doing that more than he currently does. But some people, specifically, some people we know personally, a lot of people out there in the world, sometimes you just gotta look at yourself and not think about the things you don't have, and instead be happy with the things you do have.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And every now and then, and remember, you can do this whenever the fuck you feel like it. You look at yourself and say, "You know what? Fucking hero." And do that at the start of your day, and just accept that. That's the truth. that's the truth about you. You're a fucking hero. Go out, do your day, come home. You had a shit day, but remember, you're a fucking hero. Don't let other people get you down.
Okay, take this advice. That advice works.
I also make a very good stylist. Trust him.
Yeah.
It's true. Fucking on Friday night, Jono was talking to me, and obviously my chains were sitting out because it was fucking hot as balls. So I'd kind of just like when I chucked my shirt on, I just kind of done this, and all my chains had come up, out. And Jono's like, "Why do you wear chains?" And I was like, "Because I can." He was like, "Oh, why do you wear rings?" I'm like, "I have for years, Jono." And he's like, "Is that where Kris got it from?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually surprised he hasn't started wearing chains yet." Like, he's literally just looking at me and being like, "I like that style. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I like those shoes. I'm gonna take those as well."
I'm unsure on the chains, but no, I went to the rings ages ago, and he only just noticed them like a month ago, and he's like, "Why are you wearing rings?" He's like, "Dude, I've been wearing these for months, literal months."
No, but it is one of the funniest things because so this motherfucker, like I joke about it all the time, but he is actually stealing my style. Recently bought himself a pair of Vans. If you know anything about me,
I needed new shoes, man.
If you know anything about me, you know that 90% of my shoes are Vans. The other 10% are, 9% are Converses, and then the 1% that isn't that are a pair of sand shoes for running.
True. Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know thongs anymore, which a lot of people would say makes me un-Australian, but I think it just means that I have better style than everyone else.
I mean, I do if I'm just briefly going out, but
you wore them today.
I did.
The other thing is that, so I told him and Jordan, I said to them, "Look, we're going to the snow. Get yourself a pair of like leather boots, something that's warm, and kind of and waterproof. You know, so if we have to walk through the snow or anything, like 90% of the time we're going to be wearing our snow gear. But I'm like, if we're just walking down into town, you don't want to be wearing like a pair of canvas shoes. Or I don't think until Jordan bought his boots, I think I'd once seen him in a pair of shoes that weren't thongs.
I've seen it multiple times.
I didn't go to the pub,
but I've also known him a lot longer.
Yeah. So I was like, when we'd go somewhere, and Jordan would just be wearing thongs. And you're like, okay. I'm like, don't want to wear those in the snow. So you know, that was about a month before we went to the snow.
Yeah. That
I said like the final. Come on. I'm like, guys, think about this. You want to do it. Anyway, so these motherfuckers are like, yep, we bought shoes for the snow. Blah blah blah. Wore them out before we went. Because I'm definitely 100% sure I saw you both in your shoes before we left for the snow.
Before we left? Or was it after? It might have been after.
Might have been after.
Might have been
it might have been the day we left that you were both dressed in your boots.
Not the day we left, no.
No, so
I wasn't wearing them the day I left.
I can't remember. I definitely saw them before we arrived at the apartment. Because there was the joke. No, I remember. What? It was the day it's the day you bought them. The day you bought them. Because you sent me the message saying, "Oh yeah, we've just bought our shoes, right?" And then I met you guys later, and you were like, "Look, we're wearing them," and I was like, "So next time you motherfuckers buy shoes, could you buy shoes that I don't already own?"
Look. In my defense,
this motherfucker I didn't know my pair of boots that I bought for the snow, and Jordan bought the pair of boots I wear for work.
No, I bought the ones you wear for work.
No, the ones that my casual boots, the ones you have. Jordan has the ones I wear to work.
Okay. In my defense, I didn't know he had these boots. I didn't know.
I was like, okay, so just 100% steal my style.
And you know what the other thing is? Wasn't the style of shoe I was looking for.
What I actually find funny is he does say that he didn't know I owned those shoes, but he had actually seen me wearing them before.
Had I?
Yeah.
Okay.
21st.
Oh, then I didn't know. I didn't look at your feet.
What do you mean you didn't look at my feet? I was kicking your ass all up and down the pool table.
Doesn't mean I was looking at your feet. Technically, that means you were behind me. But anyway, point is, the style of shoe I was actually looking for, I'd found at the same place, but they didn't have the right size. Which is why I grabbed those ones. Otherwise, I would have grabbed the other ones. They would have been different to yours.
Well, they wouldn't have been the exact same pair.
No. Well, actually, no, because I realized you didn't see it the day that I bought them. Because I realised it once I'd come around here. So it might have been a couple of days after. But because I came around here and then...
I definitely saw you guys wearing
I ended up seeing...
to steal my boots.
Went upstairs for some reason. I ended up seeing him in your room. It's like, hey, that's the very boots that I bought.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, so that's just Kris is stealing my style.
Not completely.
Yet.
Maybe.
If he starts wearing baseball caps and beanies all the time, then we kill him.
Oh no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to.
I don't like hats, he says.
No,
Anyway,
I don't.
yeah, so that was a sidetrack, but back to channel news.
It was, yeah.
How
We
the
haven't even
fuck
finished.
did we get here? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
No,
But yeah, so we're up another. Oh, that's right. I was talking about my style and waxing your chest when we get to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be fun. You know, as I said, we're giving him all the time to watch process. He can't change what's going to happen, but he can process, and that's what's important.
Look, between now and then, if I get like a shit ton stronger, I can stop you from doing it.
You don't be assuming that I don't get a shit ton stronger. And technically speaking, I'm in the better position to do that because I can breathe.
Shit, he's right. Damn.
It's a fucking crazy world out here. But yes, we do have a new subscriber. The reason that whole conversation went off the rails is because new subscriber means that we are happy lads. We love all of you. And when we do get to 1,000, you guys will get to see live footage. Probably not live because it will be recorded, but and probably all of the screaming, yelling, and highly expletives that come out of Kris's mouth.
You're assuming that I'm going to do that.
Oh, I'm 100% sure you're going to call me at least several things that can't go on YouTube.
We'll wait and see.
But that will be that's going to come. We're going to do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Then we get to 100,000.
Unless we forget about it. He might forget.
We get to 100,000. We'll just dip Kris in wax up to here.
Oh, fuck
and then
off.
just pull him out with a crane.
That one's going to be that's going to be rough.
Oh no, everything was left behind. What do you mean everything? Oh, everything.
Everything. Skin, muscle, all of it.
I didn't think this through. No.
Oh man, that would be rough.
We'll make a wax Kris.
That'd be scary.
Yeah. And ugly. We can use all the hair we wax off his body to make its head, face, and hair.
Fuck it. Jeez.
His eyebrows are made of pubes.
Christ.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we do appreciate it. We love you guys. Yeah. You know, you make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd just be two crazy guys sitting here chatting to ourselves.
No, that doesn't change that.
No, because someone else is watching it, which means that we're validated, not crazy.
No, I still say we're crazy. It's just someone's validating our craziness.
That may be a thing.
I think it is.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. I think that wraps up channel news. Awesome, excellent.
We've remembered to wrap it up this week.
I do good work.
We've only forgotten at least once. Once that I can remember.
Fucking useless. Moving right along. Last week was the Game Awards. Everyone was excited to see how that went. I assume.
Maybe.
Didn't watch it.
No,
It turns out the podcast did come out minutes
after?
No,
before.
During.
Oh, during. Okay.
Minutes during the thing. It was
okay.
like technically, I think it started like 10 a.m. The podcast came out like an hour and a half later.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, they hadn't announced anything, so I was like, yes, got in right before the time. Perfect. That's where you want to get in.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, because it had already started, people would have been watching that
absolutely.
instead of the podcast, so wouldn't have really changed it.
That's the assumption that people watch the podcast.
Oh shit, he's got a good point.
No, but I was right with Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 took it away. Obviously, it had, like, I don't care what other game you were like, oh, but this was already... No, Baldur's Gate was better made. Sorry, it was. Anyone who was like, oh, but Tears of the King... Fuck you.
No, fuck no. Hell no. No.
I'll kill you. I'll come to your house. I'll unleash a fucking rabid tiger on you.
I'd say I'd hold him back, but then he's got a tiger with him. I'm not... No.
That's rabid.
It's all you.
No, Baldur's Gate 1, well deserved, I
Yes.
think. Dave the Diver, unfortunately, did not win Best Indie Game.
Damn.
It was Sea of Stars, I believe, won, or Star of Seas. It's probably the other one, because Star of Seas doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't really. No.
I will check that. I will check that name. I haven't played it.
I mean,
I haven't played it.
Sea of Stars makes a whole lot more sense because it is an actual phrase.
Yeah, it's Sea of Stars. Yeah, that's 100% it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that game, so I don't know.
Oh, I've seen it. I've several times considered installing it and giving it a go, and then go like, I think it's a full-on RPG, kind of like old school Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Which means that if you like old school Final Fantasy, of course you're going to like this game.
That is true.
Although, not having played it, I can't really say anything about it. I refuse to. I'll hold my thing. I will give it a go because it won Indie Game of the Year, and there were some games there that I was like, that game is fucking good. And it beat it. Is this game better? Probably.
Yeah.
Or...
Yes, it was.
Or... cheated.
Yeah.
Bribed the judges. And that's a lot of bribes if you think about it, considering that everyone got to vote.
It's the people.
I didn't get bribed. So I have to have my reservations about them bribing people.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't bribed. And if I was going to bribe someone, it would be me.
You'd just be giving yourself money.
Better than giving someone else money.
Yeah, true. No, I have a question. How do you bribe yourself?
Darcy, do what I want and I'll give you this phone. Thank you. What do you want? Transfer of wealth from oneself to oneself.
So, remember how I said earlier that no, we just are crazy?
Hey, Darcy.
I think this just validates that.
Darcy, do the dishes, I'll give you $5. Rightio. Fucking doing the dishes.
Might get more people to do the dishes. Or just jobs around the house.
Yeah, but what are you going to do if they don't do the job? Take the money back?
I think so.
It's a net negative. No, wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Unless you take the money back and throw it out the window. Well, now no one can have it.
Exactly.
Net negative. That's how you do it. Bribe yourself, and if you don't do what you bribed yourself to do, take the money and throw it out the window. Now no one can have it. Are you happy? Are you happy?
Or you go gamble it and give it to someone else. The house, generally. Because you gambled.
No, come on. You only give it to the house if you're at a casino.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Generally, you're just giving it to the pub because we don't live in a place with a casino.
No.
Maybe I should... No, that would be a terrible idea.
Maybe.
But on the other hand, I could make bank.
Especially here, I reckon you could.
Hey guys, I opened up the first casino in Rockhampton. What's it got? Fucking everything.
Everything.
We got a bit. You like craps? We got craps. You like roulette? Roulette. Blackjack? Yeah, why not? Fucking Texas Hold'em? We got Texas Hold'em. You like the poker machines? We don't have... No. Of course we have poker machines. We're a fucking casino. You know what else we got? Fucking whales.
This is a big casino.
No, whales is what you call someone who comes in and spends a lot of money.
Oh, yeah,
They're a whale.
You know what you should do?
We're going to have to import whales from other places.
Get an actual whale anyway.
The whale is the centerpiece of the room. It also takes up the entire room. That's why we call it the whale room.
Yeah. Probably put a few other.
Yeah, of all the ideas of things I've been like, oh, I'd love one of these in Rockhampton. This is the thing that I would love the least.
Oh yeah,
it's actually the thing that is the most viable to make me money as the person running it.
Oh no, it's
like one of my things was like I'd love like a board game bar, where it's like you come in, have a few drinks. It's not like a pub where you go in to get slosh faced, but we have board games up. You can grab a board game, you can play it with your mates, have a couple of drinks, keep things not too rowdy, which is kind of not what normal Rockhampton drinking is.
Millennium?
Does Millennium do that?
Yeah, I mean they got a license to be able to sell alcohol for starters, and they do board games and card game nights.
No, I'm talking about more like this is a bar. You can come in, and the front part, like the very front part, is just alcohols, right? Yeah. But then, like out the back, you've got tables set up so that you can come in and, if you want, you can just grab a board game off the shelf, grab a couple of drinks, you and your mates sit down. So you don't have to. You can play board games that you don't have to own. I'll show you the concept later.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain they've got board games there that you can just grab and play with your mates. So
I didn't know that. I've been there a couple of times and I've never seen that.
well, when you walk into the room with just the tables in it,
Yeah.
up towards the back before you go out. Where the
Look, I'll show you.
bathrooms are, they've
I'll
got
show you
that
the
stuff.
developed concept because it actually is a thing in big cities.
It's probably a lot better than what they've got there. But as I said, they've got just a shelf full of board games, but they're not in the.
The other one is a Scotch and cigar bar. I would love that. I've been to a few of those. They're pretty fun. Very expensive, but very fun. A gin bar. I just like a gin bar where you sell gin. I'd like a beer. Don't have that. We have gin. I'd like a rum and coke. We only sell gin. But as I said, all of these ideas, I literally sit down and like, I would love that. I would love to start one. But it would go bankrupt in about a week because the people here don't want that.
No.
You know?
This place has to get so much bigger and get
The Oxy.
different.
Well, it's kind of like the Oxy, right? The Oxy is like, you go to the Oxy, it's like the Oxy makes so much money. And it probably does, but it also has the pokies and it's a bar, it's a pub. It's for the everyman, whereas these are like very specifically for people who are very specific.
Yeah, and when you go to places like your biggest cities, Sydney, Melbourne.
Oh, absolutely. You've got so many.
It makes sense.
Sydney has a population that is either the same size as the entire state of Queensland or slightly bigger. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
so yeah, you can make a lot more bank having a gin bar because the chances are you're going to have a lot more people who want gin.
and when you actually look at that area, it's not an entire state full of farmers and people, tradies.
Are you suggesting that to someone who spent 4 years living as a Sydney hipster that Sydney's full of hipsters?
Yeah.
People who dress in suits to go out for the sake of looking sharp.
Yes.
That's
exactly
true.
what I'm saying.
100%. That's what we do. That's what
So you get some people in Brisbane that will do that, but
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
again, you
put that in context. To go to the casino in Sydney, you had to at least be shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think I'd see people in shirt and tie ever in Rockhampton. Oh, at the courthouse.
Yeah, that's the main one. Yeah.
Or they're police officers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't even.
No.
Oh, accountants maybe.
Accountants, yeah. Also, hearse drivers. They would.
Nailed it. Fine.
Hearse drivers, and then when you go to the wake, the person in the showroom with the
absolutely,
they would be wearing a suit.
The cadaver, yeah, great.
That's the word I was thinking.
You can also say stiff corpse, dead person, or work.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
really think that they would like to go to a board game.
No, they would. No.
Dead person at a board game.
Well, I wasn't talking about the dead person.
Anyway, point is this: like, casino is probably the only idea of something that I could put in Rockhampton that would actually make money.
Yes.
Yeah, as I said, like fucking, I love casinos.
Maybe another pub. That would definitely make that.
No, actually, a lot of pubs have closed down recently. A lot of Rocky pubs are closing down because the truth is this: the clientele is settling.
True.
So I was talking to someone I know recently, and she was like saying how the place where she works is like almost always empty, but their pokie machine keeps them afloat.
Yeah.
Same with that terrible pub that I hate.
Yeah.
That is literally mostly just a pokies room.
It is.
Why does that one exist? Only because that pokies room would 100% keep them afloat. Should it? No. I really wish that place would go away. Every time I go near it, I feel like I'm going to get mugged.
Yeah.
It's a bad neighborhood. And also it's a bad pub.
And when you look at the size of him, it's a thing of like he feels like he's going to get mugged. That's a
Yeah. Also, like I just really hate that place so much. It's such a shithole.
It is.
Like, and what annoys me, everyone, about this one pub in Rockhampton that has a giant. I don't even know the name of the pub. Kris actually knows it. The reason I just call it that pub is because Kris knows what I'm talking about. He would know the name of the pub.
I do, but I didn't initially.
It is literally, if you take the entire floor plan, they've got a really dingy little place where you can eat some food, and it's horrid. They've got a tiny, and I mean tiny front bar where it's like one of us was at the bar and one of us was standing behind them, and then it was practically the wall behind the person standing behind them. So there's not even like room in there to like wait at the bar.
No.
But then they've got a pokies room which takes up probably more than all of the rest of the stuff put together.
It would be at least 2/3.
And I'm just kind of like, I understand that the pokies are what's making you money, place, but at least make the other places nice to, like, make the dining room a little bit nicer to be.
Get better
just
lighting.
A little bit.
The lighting could be a lot better. And it wouldn't be hard.
Yep. Make the out the front bar a little bit nicer. This is a place that doesn't even have dry on tap. So
no, it doesn't.
When it comes to places that I really just don't want to be, it's there. It's mainly there.
Yeah.
And yet I've been there twice, and I didn't know it existed before I went there the first time.
Hey, that was the same for me the first time I went. I
was like, no, but there shouldn't be anything here because everything here is closed down and derelict. And they're like, no, there's a fucking running pub. It's great. We're gonna have dinner there. And I was like, no, you see, you've said something that doesn't compute. That doesn't compute. It's great. Derelict, pub, closed. Where dinner?
I mean, and there's another pub just up the road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is heaps better.
So we went there with one of our friends, and then one of our other friends. It was 4 of us, and we literally saw the other pub, and we were like, our other friend was like, who's more like me, very much like me. Educated in the big city, professional. He's actually a lawyer.
Yeah.
So unlike me, he did something with his degree. But he had exactly. He saw the place in the same day and went, I don't want to be here. So the 3 of us walked down to this other place where we're like, it looked really nice down there, and it looked nice down there because they were having a wedding, and we're just like, I was like, we could just pretend we.
Don't get me wrong. I've been there just in general. It is a nicer place by a long shot.
It has the upstairs beer garden.
It does.
Yeah. Its pub is, actually has the bar actually has places for you to sit.
It does. It does.
But yeah, no.
I can't remember what I went there.
Our mate was Jaden's birthday was there.
Oh, that's what it was.
But our other mate was like, no, this place is great. Now, okay, the food wasn't terrible.
It was alright.
I can't remember what I had.
Neither do I.
I think it was a steak sandwich.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Pretty standard pub feed steak sandwich. Other mate Jordan, chicken palmy, classic pub feed.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what we ate was unimportant.
Yeah.
What wasn't unimportant was the fact that I later found out why Jordan wanted to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I understand. Don't know why he had to drag the rest of us there.
It's because we were having like the whole thing was us all getting together that night and having a few drinks, and it was like, hey, let's go out and grab some food. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, we're going here.
Yeah, we were going.
It was kind of one of those situations.
But yeah, it was very funny, and also a highly traumatic experience for myself. And then I went there again, and again that time was actually my fault. So
it was your fault that time.
But hey, on the plus side, Kris was with me. For my safety, Kris.
For the safety, Kris. Who had work the next day, so it was.
That's why you were my safety, Kris.
Yeah,
Could you imagine if I didn't have a reason to leave that place? I hate that place. As I said, when they said, "Oh, we're going there," and I went, "Wait, no, it should be closed. Shouldn't it be closed? I think it should be closed. It's a Sunday. All the pubs close pretty early on a Sunday. No, this place is open till like 3 a.m. Why?
Most nights. That's the problem. Most nights.
Because pokies make money.
Oh, it does. It does. And the people that walk in at night. Holy shit.
Just don't think about it, Kris.
Too bad. I started thinking,
that's kind of why I hate pubs in general.
Yeah.
I'm someone who's like, I'm here having a conversation with my friends, right, and then the last thing I want is drunky McDrunko walking over and being like, hey, and you're like, oh no. And
what do you mean drunky McDrunko? You mean Jabby McJabby?
Jabby McJabby.
It's 100% what half of them are.
Yes, but also not always. Sometimes they're just a drunk person.
I'm
Like, oh, you
100%
got a
sure.
cigarette lighter? And it's like, no, why don't you go check over at the smokers area? They'll have cigarette lighters. It's like, oh yeah, good idea.
But I'm pretty
You
sure.
guys are pretty fucking
I'm
smart.
100% sure one of the people that did walk in was Jabby McJabby.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But,
It was,
like,
no doubt.
as I said, like, I one of the things I really hate is just randos coming up and having it. Like, thinking that they can just get in the chat, and it's like, and
No.
I'm okay with someone like walking up and being like, oh, right, having a chat, and then you guys being like, okay, and then being like, oh, actually, no, obviously from the body language I can tell they don't want me here, except there are places in this town where they don't realise that, and they're like, oh, well, I'll just grab a seat, shall I? And it's like, no,
That's the point where I leave.
no, you can fuck off now.
Yeah.
This is we're here having a conversation. You please fuck off.
Yep.
And then they eventually fuck off, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck was that?" And everyone's like, "We don't fucking know." And then someone who they were sitting next to is like, "I'm pretty sure I need to go to the hospital now. I've been infected."
The radiation got me. It's a different type of radiation.
But I really, that is the one thing I hate, because I'm like, you're having a good conversation with someone about something, and someone, especially in Rockhampton, like at the pubs, someone else just pops in. Oh, I know a lot about this topic. Do you actually? No, what's the topic you're talking about? Please fuck off.
Oh, they do it all the time. It's ridiculous. And annoying. But mostly annoying.
Infuriating. But yeah, no, so, yeah. I think a casino is really the only thing I have ever thought about that I'm like, in Rockhampton, yeah, that'd make me bank.
You would.
I'd be king of Rockhampton within a fucking week.
Oh, you would too.
Yep.
That's a problem.
No, it's fine.
Well, for everyone else, it's a problem. For you, it's fine.
I would only be mildly.
I think
I would only punish most of the people.
See,
You're fucked.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm aware.
What is crimes, Your Great Highness? Nothing. He just fuck him. Am I right?
Did he walk through that door? Yes. That's his crime.
It's like he hasn't actually done anything wrong, but just fuck him. Yeah.
Chucking in the whale.
Everyone else is fucked up, but this guy, I just, I'm not happy with him. Send him away. Yeah, no, so yeah, Kris would be punished severely and for absolutely no reason, but
yeah,
he deserves it.
Probably get punished as if I went in there and tried to steal the place, like steal the room.
So I just thought about that. I was like, yeah, Kris would get punished for absolutely no reason, but he deserves it. Wait, I haven't done anything. Yeah, exactly. Do something next time.
Then I'll do something and get punished just as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's what we in the business like to call a win-win situation. Either way, I win.
Yeah, it's lose-lose for me.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
There's this song called High Risk, No Reward. That's what it is for me.
Licking power poles.
What? True. I mean, true, but okay.
Especially those ones that have high voltage running around them.
Yeah. I question where that came out of. Just
Never tried it?
no, I haven't.
No. Never lived.
Jesus Christ.
Just like the good old fashioned game of lick the pennies.
Lick the pennies.
You don't know who had them last. Are you gonna die? Maybe. Catch a horrible disease? Possibly.
Well, you made me save the queen, so it was almost the same thing.
Queen. No, because I buried that in alcohol. It was detoxified by the alcohol.
No, that's not correct.
I'm fairly sure that's right.
No.
Alcohol kills germs.
Yeah, but it needs at least 60% to be able to kill the germs.
Nah, well.
At that point, being mixed with a mixer probably only would have been maybe 10.
Nah, well, live and learn.
Live and learn. Yeah, cover your cup and Darcy's around.
Sometimes.
Well, it depends on whether he's got cash or not. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, here's the problem, right? I have a feeling. It's a little bit morbid. Sorry. If this is too soon, I'm sorry. But If I were to flick a coin into your cup right now and say "save the queen," I'm pretty sure the response would be "she already dead, mate."
Oh, yeah, fair point. Wait, wasn't that the case when you did it?
No, she was alive until earlier last year. This year? I can't remember when she died. No, she died at the end of last year, didn't she?
Or wasn't it? You did that to me at Kalisha's party this year.
Oh yeah, possibly.
I'm pretty sure my response was "she's already dead."
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that was my actual response.
Now I need to
No,
know.
it's because I didn't scull the drink. I just drank it normally. And he's like, "But you gotta save the queen." I'm like, she's already dead anyway. It, again, morbid, but oh well.
Why don't I just type in "old Lizzie" if it'll come up?
Old Lizzie. Oh, that's a questionable one.
If it should come up with the queen.
If it does, that would be great. It did.
It did.
It did. It very much did.
It did. You know what? I don't even need to look it up anymore.
Nope.
The Google knows what's up. Good old Lizzie. No, that was a sad day for all of us. Yeah, so it might have been September last year. Or it might have been September. No.
Might have been earlier this year.
Oh, yeah, it might have been. Shit, I just remember it taking a really long time for things to happen.
Yeah, either way, it was before Kalisha's birthday party, and yeah. I've already said the morbid joke that you were questioning. Wouldn't it say it right up the top?
September 2022.
Okay, so it was last year.
Yeah. It was September. I'm fucking genius. Shit, time has really been weird lately.
It has.
Like, I'm like, that happened earlier this year, right? And it's like, no, that happened 2 years ago. And I'm like, what the fuck?
It wasn't 2 years ago.
No, but there was actually something that happened, like, that I was like, that was at the start of the year, right? And I was like, no, that was like end of 2 years ago. And I was like, wait, the fuck? Am I actually, am I that disconnected? No, of course not.
I am.
I'm just like,
Everyone at work is.
I think COVID really fucked over the world's ability to keep track of anything.
Honestly, I think it did, because it's like one of those things. We were only just discussing it at work the other day. When we last worked with someone, we were like, oh, it wasn't that long ago. I was like, shit, it's almost been 12 months. Jesus.
The world is a weird and wacky place.
It is.
It's like this,
not the good kind of wacky.
It's like this war in Ukraine, mate. Like, the more we hear practically nothing about it anymore, but I'm always like, oh yeah, that's it. I'm like, the war in Ukraine, that's holy shit, that's been going for almost 2 years now.
Shit, it has.
And I'm like, it's fucking. I'm like, it literally feels like just the fucking the other day that someone was like, oh, Russia's invaded Ukraine.
Honestly, I have to agree with that. Oh wow,
motherfucker. Well, it's even like this fucking whole Gaza thing, right?
Yeah.
That's over a month old. And it's like, wait, didn't that just happen like a week ago?
Yeah, it seems like it.
It's like, no, they've had ceasefires and 7 days of not fire and all this. And I was like, wait, it's been going that fucking long? Jeez. Fun fact about that, it actually started the first time I went to that terrible pub.
Oh wow, that started it all, didn't it?
Yeah. So,
oh, that's right. Because
lesson to be learnt there.
That's right. Because Caleb was getting the message from his friend.
Don't go to terrible pubs. The world will literally fall apart.
No. Well, not everyone. Some people can, and it'd be okay. But it makes sense that they're there. We shouldn't go.
No, I'm just far too high class. Fucking. Oh man, it is a crazy thing.
Oh, it is.
Crazy thing. That I'm pretty sure that also led to the current down spiral of someone that we know who's currently spiraling down into a pit of darkness. Yeah. That would have been terrible pubs. Terrible pubs. Avoid them. Yeah. Avoid them at all costs.
If someone suggests going to one of them, slap them and take them somewhere nicer.
You know what? If someone says, let's go to the pub, and you arrive at the pub, and all the buildings around it have boarded windows, run away. Run the fuck away.
Or if you're the person driving, don't stop.
Don't stop. Yes. So, if you ever are at a pub, and everything around it is derelict, don't go in.
Yeah, no.
Don't stop. If you are driving, don't stop. If you are not driving, and the person gets out of the car, stay in the car, lock yourself in there, call the police, get some help, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we've been here for a time. I've actually cracked a second drink.
He has.
So we're done. as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. If you like the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We really do appreciate it. I'm new handsome Darcy signing off. He's same old ugly Kris also signing off. We'll catch you next time, guys. Thank you once again, and bye-bye.
See ya.
No, but it is true.
No, it is. It's very true.
We're going to wax your chest.
Oh.
I do this missing a piece. That piece, to be precise.
Sushi Go Party?
No. Skull.
No, I literally just looked at Sushi Go Party and I'm like, what?
Sushi go party?
Sushi Go Party?
You gotta say it in Japanese.
Oh, fuck.
Or with a very high-pitched Japanese English accent.
Sushi Go Party! Sushi Go! Oh, man.
I'm bleeding out. Shall we begin?
We shall.
You know, there's 5 board games there now? Oh, only 4. Yeah, so
Just 4.
So Skull was missing a piece, that piece, which means that I can't play a 6-player.
Oh.
So I got my refund from Amazon, because I went, fuck this, I'm getting a refund. Got my refund, $40. And then I went, okay, I'll just make the piece. And I went, I can't really make the piece because of how the game works. I don't know if you know anything about the game, but you can't, you need all your pieces to look about the same, right?
Okay.
So I was like, what can I do? And then I was like looking, I was like, I can buy another copy of Skull on sale for $25. So I bought another copy. So I technically, hopefully, I'll definitely be able to play the full 6-player game.
Yeah.
But with 2 copies, I might even be able to push it out to a 12-player game.
Oh.
No, sorry, an 11-player game.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because I'm missing 1 piece.
You are.
But at the same time, it's a game that we can play with Jordan because it's literally just poker.
Oh.
You have a place, you win 2 games, and you win the whole thing.
Okay.
You put it down, you put one of the tokens down, face down. And pretty much, you either put more tokens down or bid on how many tokens you can flip before finding a skull.
Okay.
So everyone has 3 tokens of flowers and 1 skull.
Okay.
If you want to just grab the box over here.
Yeah, it's
fine. So, the blue set is the one that's missing. Right? So, grab out one of those carts from down the bottom. Right? So that's the red one. So let me just quickly grab the red for you to explain how this works. It's super simple. I think I like the green the best because that's a skull.
Oh, nice.
Or blue. But as I said, blue's the one that's missing because blue's the Maori skull.
Oh.
Or Polynesian skull, if I'm being less. Where do we live? Pacific.
Yeah.
Less Pacific biased. Right, so basically, card starts off this way, at the beginning of the game. If you win a round, you flip it up this way. If you win a round with it flipped up this way, you win the game. Okay. You have 4 of these discs, 1 and 3 flowers. So, start of the game, that's like that.
Yeah.
Each round, I put down. Each round, I put down a disc.
Not that.
I put down a disc.
Yes.
And then everyone else who I'm playing with puts down a disc. Then, as the first player, I have the choice to put down another disc.
Yes.
Yeah, let's put down another disc. Put down another disc. Everyone else can put down another disc or start the bidding. If they start the bidding, what happens is they go 2. I can flip 2 tokens and find flowers. Right? Okay, so I go, oh, you can do 2. I reckon I can do 4 because you bid on everyone. So however many tokens, to the limit of tokens there are. Obviously, if there's only 5 tokens down, I can't say 10. It's impossible.
Yes.
But once everyone's either bid, once we've hit the highest bidder, because everyone's either passed or we've reached the top number of bids that we can actually have, you start flipping. So you flip every token one at a time, starting with your own. I had no idea I put down a skull, but now I'm out. I found a skull, I lose. What happens? I get all my discs. Technically, because it was my own skull, and I should never have bid, I shuffle and lose 1 at random. I lose 1 of my tokens. That's gone now. Put that back in the box.
Could be.
It could be the skull. It could be one of my flowers. You automatically lose if it's ever discovered that your last token is a skull, because you can't actually bid and win.
True.
Because you always have to flip over your card first. If it's always a skull, you are always going to lose. So if it's ever discovered that your last one is a skull, you're gone.
Fair.
So, so now I'm down tokens I didn't win. And you keep doing that until either everyone is out of the game, or someone has won once, flip the token, so they're now on this side, and then won again whilst on this side.
Fair enough.
So it is literally just pretty much a game of poker or blackjack or any game where you are literally bluffing, bidding, and and once the bidding has started, so once I've put down one and someone said, so everyone has to put down one first. You can either put down skull, flower, whatever you want first. But once that's happened and everyone goes, okay, and then I go, I'm going to put down another one, and then someone goes, I bid 2, and then the next person's obviously going to bid more because, if someone has 2 tokens down, they say, I'm going to bid 2, you can kind of guess that both of theirs are flowers, or they're bluffing you. But either way, once the bidding has started, I cannot play any other tokens. It's from that point forward, it's just bidding. Yeah, and that's skull. That's skull in a nutshell. The art is beautiful. And that's the game of skull. It's a really simple game, but I'm like, it's the type of game that I could whip out at a party if we're having a few drinks out, whip it out and like literally have people play. So actually having 2 copies of it and being able to play up to 11 people, I'm like, that could actually be a boon, because if we've got a lot of people, it's like, oh, sorry, this is only for 6. It's like, hold on, let me just. Why do you have so many? Because I'm a fucking hero. That's 100% a reenactment of everything that fucking happened.
Oh, that makes sense then.
That's why the lid's off the bin. Can't throw things in the bin if the lid's not on it.
Well, that's true.
Also, a lot of sawdust.
Well, yeah, that's...
Yeah,